Good morning. It is Saturday, May 6th, 2023, and today I'm getting ready to go volunteering in Brooklyn. I volunteer with the nonprofit called Canva, and they're one of New York's biggest nonprofits. We are working on planting some fresh food for senior members living in one of their facilities. I've met everyone on the junior board over Zoom, but it's my first time meeting everyone in person, so I'm excited. And then tomorrow morning I have a dog sitting gig. So my cousin, Pet Care by Cassie, she has like her own dog sitting brand. He was telling me that maybe I should also dog sit, so I did, and I have people in my apartment complex who have been asking, and yeah, it's so fun and it's such an easy way to make side hustle money. So I'm super excited. So I have a meet and greet with a big Bernedoodle tomorrow. The weather looks literally perfect. I was working on my blog yesterday, so I have a food blog, and I love reading the New York Times, and so I was like, you know what? I think having a blog would just be a really good way to express myself. And also, I've seen writers talk about how they freelance having like a blog and a writing portfolio, and I'm trying to do the same thing. So yeah, I wrote a couple of different articles. I am completely new to like SEO optimization and learning how to like navigate different formats, and so I'm using Squarespace, and it is a learning curve. I know everyone says it's really easy, but I think because I'm so new at it, and definitely a learning curve, but I haven't run across anything I haven't been able to Google, so that's great. So I want to work on that a little bit more this weekend. There's really no need to wear so much makeup because I'll literally be like planting things, but it's making me feel so much better. I think 'cause it's like the first time it's been sunny in New York for days. It's been a really gloomy week, even though it's May. I read an incredible article yesterday about a woman. She's a barrister in London, and she was talking about her romantic experiences as a disabled person who is trying to find romance. And she was talking about like, you know, being ghosted by guys on different dating apps as soon as they found out that she was in a wheelchair. And I've been finding topics around romance so interesting, like especially as I am in my romantic relationship. Recently, we've been talking about desire discrepancy. So I'm taking a writing class this summer. The class is called Art of Journaling, and you're basically investigating techniques that essayists and diaryists use to write for the public eye and for the private eye, just for themselves. And so I'm really excited to take this class. But as I've been thinking about what topic to write, I think I'm gonna focus on desire discrepancy. I'm bouncing around a couple of ideas as well, but I think it's so interesting because this is such a common issue that couples face, yet there's so much shame in talking about it. There's so much stigma, I think, and it's like so common when one partner feels like they desire their partner more than their partner desires them. Like, I was doing a little bit of research and I was reading from this psychology website that, you know, like 80% of couples feel this way. Hopefully more do, because like it feels like such a common thing when you think about it, but when you're actually going through the feelings, like I know for me, it felt super isolating and it felt super personal, and having that conversation was like really uncomfortable. Something that I definitely want to work on more in my 20s is having uncomfortable conversations, because like I always thought I was like not bad. I like bringing up like uncomfortable topics, but I realize I am. Like, I think it's very different communicating in work and communicating to your friends and family versus communicating to a romantic partner. And I think being able to articulate what you need and when you need it, and just being really vocal about it in general, like I think that's something that I'm trying to work on in my 20s, is just being more vocal. Like whether it's asking for more money or asking for more physical intimacy, or you know, saying this time doesn't work for me, can we do this time instead? Like, just I want to be like the most vocal bitch there is, and I'm very like, I'm a pretty quiet and I think like externally sweet disposition, so I think it comes off as like a little bit weird, but it's just something that is a skill. I feel like you have to learn how to advocate for yourself. I'm debating whether I should bring Tofu or ask or drop him off at doggy daycare. Doggy daycare is super expensive. I was talking to a friend about it in Chicago actually. She's a PhD student and she's like, I spent all my money on my anxious dog, and I was like, girl, I feel you. Such a niche situation to be in. Tofu's been doing so well in terms of anxiety. It's just that I'd be leaving him for the whole entire day and we haven't quite worked up to that yet. We've kind of only been training for small increments of time, and so I don't want to leave him for like, you know, like 9 hours. I already feel lighter talking to the camera. Even if nobody watches this, it feels like, I don't know, very comforting. I'm just making a doggy daycare reservation. Okay, thank you for getting ready with me. I'm gonna go get changed and head down to Brooklyn.